Hello, everyone, and this another episode of Profit Bytes podcast. I'm your host Artem. Welcome everyone who joined us today, and make sure if you have some questions, please comment them below in the comments box. And if you have some ideas regarding charts or maybe news, just pop them in our chat. So let's get started from today perspective on the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market, and jump on other ideas from like on-chain data, and maybe something from stock market. If you guys interested in, just let me know in the comments. I'm going to share it with you if you are interested. Okay, in 1 second, I'm going to just notify our community that we are live right now. So just 1 second, if you allow me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So thanks everyone who joined. Let's start our live stream right now. Okay. So on Bitcoin, we had a pretty dense week. So we had a lot of bounces around $42,000 and $43,000 as well, and we almost reached around $41,800, which is well kind of crazy week because we had all of these up and downs. And yeah, currently we are sitting around 42,700, and well, the price is actually starting to paint in some price action, which we can use um, for our purposes. And we can see that price action is currently forming something like well, pretty big triangle here. So the chart is looking pretty good. Honestly, such triangle, it is something that you can actually trade, and you can trade it on breakout. And if you are more frequent trader, you like to trade inside intraday, so maybe it's another opportunity for buying and selling of the support and resistance lines. So I suppose that we're going to have some rebound here, which we already had, but we going to see 1 hour time frame to see that in more detail. So you can see that this price action is currently you can see we got the pullback from the resistance line. We landed somewhere around in the middle of the previous swing. So and we bounce it off, and we are currently at the location of the resistance. So this is the probably another small sell zone for intraday traders, for those who trade futures. So we might have some pullback here, um probably around 42,400, something like this, and we probably going to see another attempt of breakout from this resistance. That is possible, simply because the previous swing, which is right there. So I'm sorry. So the previous swing, which was there, is kind of looked like impulse wave, and impulse waves are usually having corrections which end exactly at around 50% of the previous impulse, and then they pull back and make another higher high. So there is a possibility that we are going to rebound and go to $44,000, which is I anticipate that is likely the outcome of the Bitcoin price action. So if you guys are waiting for Bitcoin to have an entry, well, it's probably your entry just simply because of that triangle on 4-hour chart, um, and and that if we're going to have some another bounce here, that probably going to be a good entry for uh, midterm traders. And it's probably a few of you know that we had a pretty dense week, um, especially especially in the markets. Um, we saw that Bitwise started new advertisement for Bitcoin and crypto. That is probably one of the reasons why we could see a bigger impact and bigger pullback here, just because of that. Um, so next thing I'm going to expect, well, I have to switch over to the weekly chart to show you that. Um, so on weekly chart, on weekly time frame, you can notice that really something interesting is emerging on Bitcoin currently. Uh, and I see th that we are going to have another very interesting indicator which shows that we are in some kind of bull market and we are approaching really important zone. So on the chart, on the bottom of the chart, you can see this line. This is Bollinger Band width. So Bollinger Band width is an indicator that showing the Bollinger Bands, their so actually width. So it's kind of metric of the Bollinger Band. So if you're going to put Bollinger Bands here, so Bollinger Bands, so you can see Bollinger Bands is it is really good indicator for trending on the trending markets, and you can see for the Bitcoin on the weekly chart, if you're going to lay out your Bollinger Bands, it's not so useful just simply because it have really wide, um, really wide range. It is hard to pick up. You can see that there is like an uptrend. You see no support unless the moving average here. However, on the Bollinger Bands lower band, you cannot find any support unless we go in a bear market. So anyway, Bollinger Band width is kind of um, tightening up this indicator, and we can notice some patterns which following the price and following the market throughout a lot of periods. So notice the lowest peaks on the Bollinger Band widths. So we can see that we have the pretty much lower level, pretty much around what is this? Um, it's 0.2, 0.22, something like this. So this level was first touched in 2012, then a couple of times 2015, then 2016, twice, and 2018. So we reached this level a couple of times, and the last time we dipped to this level at only at November of last year. So, and what is interesting is that we are we approached this level once again and even made a lower low on this indicator in where is this is end of July, mid-August. We reached the lowest point of BBW indicator from all time on Bitcoin, and we're not even in a bottom. So that's kind of divergence, which is outstanding in terms of market, in terms of what we can expect from the price um, in long term. And such big divergence is a strong indicator that price will probably go higher. So last time, let me highlight for you, last time we had the similar Bollinger Band width we had in April 2016, and well, pretty much the same price action. We saw that the price here is not bottoming, it's actually rising, which is really strong divergence on this indicator again. And after that, Bitcoin price just soared really hard. And you can see that from this point, from this Bollinger Band width uh, point, we increase it at about 5,000%. So, well, it is insane. So if you're going to just simply compare it to what we have right now, well, there is some speculation that Bitcoin will not go like this anytime soon. However, well, we get the pretty much same point on Bollinger Band width, and we got pretty much same point in terms of market. You can see that market in 2016, when we had this divergence, we barely touched the like 50% of the correction. So, and currently, uh, well, the last time we hit the BBW this point, we kind of on the same market phase where we are at around 50% of market correction. So what is tell us that if we're going to like expect some kind of rise here, that it's probably going to be big. So um, if we're going to compare with, let's see, let's see with date. So let's measure how long uh, it took from this point to all-time high on the Bitcoin back then. So it took around 2 years, around less than 2 years, 600 days. So okay, let's put the same 600 days um, from this point. 600 days, 620. Okay, 620, 640. Okay, the same, pretty much the same. And we got what we can expect here is the price action that goes up. And well, it's really hard to anticipate any numbers. However, some rumors that Bitcoin going to reach $100,000, $140,000. So it's kind of possible, and even the Bitcoin is so big, and with all of that weight, we still can expect that the price going to have like double X, triple X, So this is kind of possible scenario. So 4 or 5x it's possible for Bitcoin even with this amount of investors, traders, future traders as well. So anyway, we're going to have smaller price action compared to 2016, just simply because we have much broader market with a lot of future traders, with a lot of option traders. So it's kind of different markets, and a lot of people betting on the different price levels. Some people going long, some people go short. That's just simply because of that, we're not going to have the similar price action that we had 2016, 2017, simply because in 2016 we didn't have opportunity to short the market like we have right now. We had less amounts of exchanges, which allows you to trade in both waves. Because in 2016 we had only like a few exchanges with futures trading um, and so on. So and currently we have almost every exchange have spot and future trading and also options. So that's why the market is not going to have the similar price action. It's going to have smaller gains. Um, yeah, so let's switch from that to really interesting thing that we can notice on the charts. So on the right chart, you can see the meme coin Bonk, which had enormous rise since October. So since October, Bonk made 16,000% profits. Well, this is kind of insane numbers, but we already experienced it, the same price behaviors on the Bitcoin and on the other meme coins in the past. So if we're going to open like other meme coins and other in previous timelines, we noticed that well, Dogecoin have appeared, well, the pump of the Dogecoin was in the 2021 at around May of 2021. So we had Dogecoin right about this point of the market. Then, well, we had a pretty much similar. Let me do it a little bit smaller. Okay, then we had a pretty much similar um, thing with Shiba Inu altcoin. So SHIB appeared at around November 2021, if I remember correctly. So you already can notice that Dogecoin was pumped at market top. So that's kind of interesting. And noticing such pattern, it's just enormous in terms of what can happen right now. But okay, you can see that after Dogecoin pumped, the Bitcoin price dumped a lot, and after SHIB was pumped really hard with a lot of gains, then again Bitcoin just dumped uh, pretty much in the same manner. However, the bear market has started, so we saw even bigger drop down. Another interesting meme coin which appeared recently was Pepe. So on Pepe, we had the price. So when Pepe pumped, we had price of Bitcoin at around 28, $27,000. However, you can notice that we didn't saw the same price action. We saw a little sideways here and sideways after that. However, we didn't saw um, any big drop downs of Bitcoin after Pepe pump. So now the question is, what we're going to expect from Bonk, because Bonk is another meme coin and it appeared, well, I should say at least on the local top. So if this is local top, then we could expect some kind of drop down. Well, at least we expected that on Dogecoin and SHIB, on Pepe. It was smaller, so maybe we're going to see smaller drawdown. And the current price action here at around $42,000, it's not the end. Uh, However, we could see a rise and then the drop. So this is actually the like more possible way, on my opinion. Um, so when I'm analyzing Bitcoin chart, I'm see that the price is probably going to reach $50,000 before any major pullback. So this is what I'm kind of expecting from Bitcoin at current levels. So maybe you have another opinion. Just drop them in comments. So let us know what you think about Bitcoin. And in our description, you can find the links in our for social media. Join our Discord channel. Make sure you are in. So we share a lot of announcements in the our Discord channel, and I'm sharing the market analysis for you guys. And we also share a lot of things around strategies for Vestinda. So make sure you are in the community. So, okay, for next chart, let's see what happening on Ethereum. So Ethereum, well, currently Ethereum is kind of tricky zone simply because we have this um, really big rising wedge, and rising wedge is usually um, it's usually a bear pattern. However, there is a lot of times that when we see the patterns are not going the way they supposed to go. So well, we need to be really patient here and follow the price action really closely. Look at this consolidation here. This is something strong. I suppose that we're going to see a rebound from 2100, and maybe we're going to break the resistance because we already saw this attempt on 2200, 2400 price swing. So it is kind of possible that we're going to see another attempt on Ethereum to break these levels. However, very important level, I'm kind of focusing on this level mostly. This is 2100 level. So 2100 is a key level for Ethereum to hold for next period. And this level is really I should say it is kind of strong level just simply because we had a lot of price pullbacks and bounces around 2100 in the past. We saw price action forming at around $2000 in February 2021. Then we saw a lot of shakes, ups and downs in April, then in June and July 2021. So this level is really strong, and it's a little bit of area of levels like 2100, 2200, which served as a support and resistance for Ethereum uh, a couple more times in 2021 and 2022 as well. So this level is really crucial. We need to follow that, and this is really simple stop loss. However, um, the stop loss sometimes isn't enough just because the bigger players, bigger market participants, they know about this level. They kind of want uh, to have a lot of liquidity here on this level, and so they possibly can drop the price below this level for a short period of time, then pull back with a lot more power, just simply because a lot of stop loss and a lot of liquidations was on this level. So make sure you following this level. You have a stop loss in you following the proper risk management, just simply because um, everything can happen on the markets. And if you see a fast dump, then fast rebound, well, don't panic. Just wait till the price settle down. That might be a really uh, good opportunity to to hold, or if you're not in position to just simply buy and hold. Okay. So let's jump to the Solana, because Solana is also very interesting price action here. So Solana is making a little bit progress here actually. On daily chart, we can see that the price is trying to break out from 75, 76 price range, and it's doing with really nice fashion. I really see that the price is having some sort of rising um, rising like stairs. So it is really nice to see that the price is having such wonderful price action like this. It's pretty easy to trade for momentum traders who trying to pick up all of this pace, and you can see that when the price break out from such some resistance, you can have a nice trade, and vice versa when the price is breaking down below some resistance point or some support points, then you can have a stop loss, or if you are risky enough, you can try to like trade against the trend. However, it's well, it is not advised anyway, because again, trading against the trend is usually really painful. So for um, long-term perspective on the Solana, you can see that we are currently just recently breaking from the '06 Fibonacci uh, level. So we are probably hunting down for 120, 123. So this is the next level of resistance from long-term perspective. So make sure you're following that, and obviously the stop loss and the level of kind of invalidation is around 68 $70. If we go below that mark, well, that probably going um, to to launch the market a little bit lower. So if we're going to zoom in on these levels, so you can see that on 70 we have some kind of support here, 70.68. Then next support located at 48.50 from long term, and more local support at 55. So that's levels which I'm going to follow up on my strategy. And for rising levels, let's mark a few ones like 82, something like, well, there is not much of a levels on the Solana, because in previous bull market we just simply break into levels like really easy. So we didn't have any big consolidations here. So simple levels like 80, 100, 120, that is the levels that you might follow in your trading with Solana. Um, what else? What do we got here? A0. So A0 is pretty dense, having pretty dense months. So price is pumped pretty much like many other coins. However, the price started to have uh, some retracements. We notice that this flag pattern here in our analysis. So maybe if you're following our TradingView page, maybe you notice that, or if you are a follower of our um, Discord server, well, you probably not missed this analysis. So we had this Elliott wave markup on the um, A0, and we are currently looking at correction of 3 to 4 wave. So if we're going to go to live chart here, you can see that we kind of having some consolidation and sideways here. So we might see the price of A0 going down to 1.5 once again. then rebound and breakout. So there is another possibility that we're going to reach uh, two $2 mark or even higher. So $2 is you can see on this chart that $2 is a resistance of rising channel, and rising channels is a really good um, tool for Elliott waves and for trading markets. So we're kind of going to stick with this level of $2. Um, However, the risks here is pretty high, so don't go don't go even any higher than what you can afford. So just 1.2, or, sorry, 1.5, 1.9, and 2.0 is the levels what we can expect on A0. So, and from that levels, I'm kind of anticipating bigger drop, maybe minus 40%. Well, this is kind of possible drop for such price action, that because we had a really big um, market rise on A0, and we didn't had any big corrections yet. So maybe this is the last up trend swing before bigger drop. Okay, so for this, let's talk about, maybe have some questions. No questions yet. Okay. um okay, for APT is nothing big. Okay, let's just switch to other interesting metrics. Um, Today, let's talk about USDT supply. Simply because I noticed that USDT supply hitting all-time high uh, in all time in all history of USDT supply, and this is kind of marker where things go really fast because, well, on the chart here, you can see Tron network and Ethereum network, USDT, and they are really high. So Tron network is currently around $50 billion, and Ethereum network is around $40 billion for USDT supply, obviously. And the trend is pretty much the same, with they both following the same line, and they rising and they make an all-time high. So I expecting that that probably going to continue, especially if we're going to see more market inflows in the Bitcoin, in spot Bitcoin. Well, obviously because of Ethereum ETF approval, possibly in January. So that's why the this trend is probably going to continue, because USDT supply is what basically people need to buy Bitcoin in simple way. And another really interesting trend here is that lower, let's see, another blockchains like Arbitrum or Optimism, they are emerging really hard. You can see that on Arbitrum network, we see a really big increase in supply. Um, so since the beginning of this year, we had a really sudden, surge in this mm, blockchain. You can see that we had on the beginning of the year we had only 170 million dollar supply, but right now we are quickly approaching 1.5 billion dollars. So this is this is really sign of this network is kind of taking over because of some kind of performance or fee related things, and the optimism is trying to pick up pace as well. You can see optimism saw increase there as well, so you can see that from $70 million to up to $300 million, which is really big. Well, it's not as big as Tron, obviously. However, this is something emerging on these markets. So you need to follow up with ARB price and OP price. maybe we should check them as well. ARB USD. Let's see ARB USD. Where is it? Okay, ARB USDT. Okay, let's go on Binance. What we have here. Okay, let's remove all of that. Um, so ARB basically in some kind of sideways. If you saw, many altcoins made really big moves in same period. However, ARB just made well, kind of shy move just from oh 07 to 1.2, so it's about 57-60% profits. However, if we go back to the USDT supply, ARB is taking over a really big amount of USDT supply. So I think that there is something is hiding here. We're going to see another um, increase in the price here is really possible, and we are probably going to see some rise in this uptrend channel. That is really possible. And let's talk about OP. We have a similar price on OP USDT. So OP, well, it had bigger rise, and so far price is making some progress. And well, I'm noticing that we have in some kind of double bottom pattern here, like that. So this is something what you can expect from double bottom patterns, is that they going to have a move which is the same height of the formation. So if the formation is this height, then we're going to see a price breakout to the same amount of the movement. So probably going to see 2.6, 2.7 level, which is well, it's around the corner. We currently at 2.2, so 2.7 is really close, that we probably going to reach it within a few weeks. So kind of expecting this move, and um, then we need to be really careful with this resistance zone, because it's really strong resistance. Maybe we're going to break out from that, and if we're going to do that, well, the price is going to rise much higher. However, it's too hard to say now, because this is kind of complicated price action on the OP. You can see we saw a lot of swings up and downs, and they all um, like okay, we had this swing, we up 300%. We had this swing, we up 200%. So, and after that we dropped really hard, like minus 70% down. Then again, pretty much same, minus 70%. Well, it's kind of sideways market, so just to be careful with that, I'm going to expect smaller targets for OP on this occasion. So yeah. Okay. It's pretty much for today, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit this thumbs up button. And if you have some questions left, please make sure you are drop them in the comments box below. We really like to answer them, and obviously join our Discord server for more insights on the markets and insights from our platform. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and have a nice trading day and trading week. See you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.